everybody, and welcome back to Spotfest Pro Wrestling Podcast. We are your hosts, Nick Baller.
And Justin Dinning.
And today we are covering Smackdown Live, 205 Live, and NXT Not So Live. Okay. So I guess first things first, we're going to break down into Smackdown.
Yeah, Smackdown started out with the long-awaited AJ Styles versus James Ellsworth world title match.
Yeah, okay, so a question I had for you before we get too far into it. For those of you who saw it, really quick match, obviously.
Mm-hmm.
Do you think if they did this like a month ago, like just after Survivor Series, when he was still, like Ellsworth was still super hot, do you think the match would have gone differently?
No.
No? I was kind of surprised that the match...
The boos, or...?
Well, so he's been getting booed heavily since
hell yeah.
Survivor Series,
which
I'm fine with, because I want Ellsworth in the Cruiserweight division, and that's it now.
Yeah, it'd be a good fit there. It'd be funny.
But I was surprised to see that the move was technically, or the match was technically one move. Like, I get
it was the combo, and that's it.
That's it. And AJ hits the combo on Ellsworth.
He hit most of it. Ellsworth ducked a clothesline by mistake.
Yeah, and then he gets elbowed in the face.
Yeah.
And then AJ even banters to the crowd for a bit before pinning him.
Yeah.
And it's still a win. So AJ Styles beats James Ellsworth and keeps his WWE Championship match.
And I want to say 20 seconds, but it was less than 2 minutes. It was ridiculous.
It was short. The segment overall got longer, but...
Yeah, the post-match beatdown.
But, like, I can't help but think that if this was a couple weeks ago, like, right after, say, the ladder match...
They could have done it, yeah, if it was tighter.
I feel like something would have happened where he would have hit him with that super kick, and they would have at least teased him.
It. Yeah, maybe.
But today, I think WWE knows now that, like,
he ran his course.
Yeah.
Which I'm just happy he's away from the world title, and I'm happy they booked AJ so strong.
Yeah.
Even with an injury, he looked so good in there.
It's true. And, which also might have been another factor in why
I'm assuming that's why he never left his feet.
Yeah, that's a good point. And this also leads into what could be an actual interesting storyline with James Ellsworth further down on the card.
Yeah, with what happened. Yes, sorry, it was 40 seconds the match. I wrote it down.
40 seconds?
40 seconds.
Wow.
And I wrote hashtag thank God.
So, like, Goldberg and Brock.
Yeah.
Right. So, yeah, he beats him with the one move, and then after that, decides that that's not enough.
Yeah, we're going for a gold here. So he just put the whooping on him.
Yeah, and what was
there was a lot, actually.
Oh, my God.
Yeah,
So the sidewalk slam onto the table. Did you see that?
That was pretty botched.
Brutal. Right onto the edge, and the only thing I could think of was Vince McMahon in the steel cage match.
Oh,
when he
God.
Smashed...
St. Valentine's Day Massacre in 1999.
Yeah, that was...
Yeah, when Vince broke his spine.
So, when he hit his back on the
side of the table?
Yes, thank you. I was like, oh my God, that looked like it
bad.
Hurt.
Then, he was looking for something under the ring, found nothing. So he pulled up the apron, smashed him into the springs or the foundation.
Yep.
Then he did the... What's it called?
The catapult, the guillotine?
Yes, the catapult guillotine. Underneath the ring, though.
Yeah, and that part looked brutal.
Insane.
Yeah.
I've never seen that before. Then he just left, came back, suplex.
Yeah, he snap suplexes him into the barrier, and Ellsworth lands right on top of his head.
Yeah, that one was really bad. That one they probably shouldn't have done.
There's times where I can't tell if these two are just working really well together.
AJ just doesn't care.
Yeah.
He just doesn't care about him.
I can't tell if Ellsworth is like, no, AJ, let's make this look good, or if AJ's like, no, I'm gonna make you look like trash. And I don't want to assume it's that one, because from what I understand...
I'm assuming Ellsworth is like, do what you want, I gotta look good out there.
Yeah.
So he'll take the bump.
From what I understand, AJ is a pretty nice guy.
Yeah, he's a respectable worker.
Seeing interviews and stuff like that.
On purpose.
And then AJ gets into the ring and talks about how he's done with 2016.
Yeah.
And how he can't wait for 2016 and how it's going, or 17, and it's going to be phenomenal. Because he's already got the championship.
He's got everything he wants for Christmas.
Yeah. It's smooth sailing from here. Then Dolph Ziggler comes out.
Big Dolph Ziggler.
Big D Ziggs comes out and cuts the same Dolph Ziggler promo.
Nothing new. Just, I may have lost, but I'm not going to lose this time. Look what I did to get the IC title. Oh.
Yeah, exactly. And I like Ziggler in the ring. He's really, really good.
Yeah, he's one of my favorites, but this current Dolph, just no one cares.
Yeah, and it's unfortunate. It's one of those things where I think they should have given him the belt when he fought Dean Ambrose.
Yeah, that was it. He was hot as hell there. They should have pulled the trigger and they did not. And
yeah.
It's too late now.
And now it's just another case of, oh, look, here he is getting another shot. and he's probably going to lose. And then he's probably going to go back to the IC belt and lose.
Yeah, and then complain about quitting, do nothing.
So
what I hated was what happened next. Kind of, it bugged me. So Dolph looked pretty good in the match last week. Because he's challenging AJ, so we have to make him look really strong.
Yeah.
So he comes out, talks smack to AJ's face, looking pretty good. Then Baron Corbin comes out.
Baron Corbin!
Big Baron Corbin.
And at that point, I was excited.
Yeah, I was pumped.
I was really happy.
As soon as he was a kid, I was like, something bad's going to happen, because either he's going to look weak or Dolph is.
That's true.
Because he made his way to the ring. Basically just said, if I was here last week, Dolph would not have won the match.
Yep.
He went to attack Dolph. Dolph blocked one punch.
Yep.
Then Dolph got destroyed.
Yeah, he hits him with a wicked end of days.
Yeah, Dolph ran into it.
But I like how chill Baron Corbin is on the mic. He's clearly one of those guys that's like not... when he's on Smack Talks, or Talking Smack, he's really good at coming across as everything's not scripted and it's just genuine.
Yeah, I noticed it this week he was really legit.
And sometimes when he's in the ring, he's just kind of like, yeah, if you weren't here...
That's the way it is. Yeah.
I'd be number one. And it's like, okay, throw a little bit of aggression in your
he just
voice.
kind of goes through the motions.
Yeah.
That's pretty sad.
But I was very excited to see Baron Corbin in the world title picture. Not because he's like one of those guys that's been here long enough that he deserves it, but it's new.
It's interesting, yeah. And once again, I had to watch this week. I wanted to see Ellsworth and Styles. Now I have to watch next week.
Exactly.
I got to see what Corbin's going to do.
Yeah. Do you think there's any chance that Corbin gets it? No,
not at all.
No, not at all.
I think he'll look good in the match. But I don't think there's no way they're gonna take it off AJ. This goes to the Rumble because there's all that hype about Taker or Michaels.
Yeah,
which we'll find out next week.
I think that. Oh man, I don't even know. I think that there's a better chance of Corbin getting it, honestly, than Dolph Ziggler.
Oh, 100%. There's zero chance of him winning.
I think there's going to be some close teases, and I think that the match next week is going to be mostly Dolph and Corbin.
Because, they can't rest Curtis Styles as close to the Rumble.
Yeah, and we still don't know what the condition of his ankle is.
Yeah.
So I'm assuming there's going to be most of Corbin laying the beat down on both of them. Corbin
doesn't roll out. Dolph will have a hope. He comes back in, and he's put down.
Exactly, and then AJ's probably last minute.
He'll steal the win, for sure.
Yeah, if anything, Corbin's going to do all the work. Styles is going to push Corbin out of the ring and hit a Styles clash on
1, 2, 3,
Ziggler.
done. But that was that segment. So then we had the backstage. Then Dolph's like, I need to fight him. So Brian said, you can fight him later tonight, but if you lose your number one contendership.
Yeah, why would you have a title shot? Why would you put it on the line?
Actually, he has a pretty decent record against Corbin, but not really even within kayfabe, it's like I wouldn't be doing that.
Corbin,
sure. Even in the interview or the promo with Brian, he's like, give me the match. He's like, all right, but you'll lose your spot. And he's like, well, I'll be damned if I ain't going out swinging. It's like, so you're saying you're going to lose, but you're going to do it anyways?
Yeah, no, for sure. Like, call me selfish, but if I was Dolph Ziggler, I'd be like, no, you know what? I'll just keep my title match.
Yeah, I'll take the beat down. Yeah. It happens.
Exactly. Then Corbin's got to work his way back up the ladder anyway, so who cares?
Yeah.
But, I mean, this is Dolph Ziggler's character. He likes to be the selling machine.
Yes, I wish I was Shawn Michaels.
Yeah, that's got to stop, too.
Yeah.
That's really got to stop. But yeah, so that was interesting to see. We had our main event set after that.
Yeah, which is nice.
Then we went to commercial, came back, and we had The Miz versus Apollo Crews in an Intercontinental title match.
Yeah, which I don't think that was advertised.
No, it was.
I just saw that, and I was like, whoa.
Yeah, it was one of those things where I guess Crews got the win on Tribute to the Troops.
Yeah, it's Troops. I saw that. Oh, and then they did a Facebook video or whatever where The Miz was like, I want Crews.
Yeah, so this match was really good.
What I really liked was Apollo looked strong for the first time since his debut.
And he hit some great moves.
Yeah.
That's like sky-high German suplex that he hit on The Miz
was good.
Great.
Yeah, he had him around the chest, or from like the
waist.
Right at the waist. The Miz was spiking way up. And it looked so good.
It looked great. It was one of those things where I was like, okay, this can go so badly, but no, it was good. And he just ends up snapping back and hitting the mat, and it was good.
It was so good. I remember the match was doing all Apollo, like he was winning. Then Maurice got ejected, and I was out of my chair freaking out.
Yep. Oh, it was at that point, that's when I think it made it feel like a pay-per-view match.
Because the match was so good, I forgot that, like, Miz is locked in a feud.
Yeah.
He had a title defense as a Rumble, I'm assuming, so like, there's no way he's going to lose.
Yeah. So we had Maurice banned from ringside, and then Miz...
Yeah, Apollo sized him up. He put him up for the spin out.
Yeah, for that powerbomb, and the Miz rolls backwards, knocks the ref into the rope, and quickly turns around and puts the thumb in his eye.
Yeah, and grab finale, 1, 2, 3, Miz retains.
Dirty move.
I wish it was a roll-up, but it's fine.
Yeah, it's fine. Apollo's definitely still going to have that slow burn towards the title.
I think he's going to get the IC belt, like, guaranteed.
Yeah. Because now he has an excuse, right?
Yeah, he gets a rematch now after the Rumble, hopefully.
Plus, Daniel Bryan evidently just loves to throw title matches at anybody.
Yeah, he makes this SmackDown a must-see show.
This is true, but have we had a week since SmackDown went live that there hasn't been a title match?
Title or number one contender? I don't think so.
Yeah,
There's
that's
always been one or the other.
Every single time.
But I don't even mind. It's not getting stale yet.
No. Speaking of not getting stale, the next part when Renee Young goes to interview The Miz.
Oh my god!
Renee Young climbs into the ring.
Oh.
And goes to interview The Miz and says, "Miz, what's with your obsession with Dean Ambrose?" And you want to?
Yeah. Then Ambrose is like, "My obsession? Why don't we talk about your obsession? I mean, you were the one sleeping with them."
Yeah, and
the place exploded. Like,
yeah.
it was the equivalent of "You're a coward, Daniel Bryan."
Exactly, and no one could believe The Miz said it. It was one of those moments where it was like
his new gimmick is he's the shooter.
Yeah,
that's his gimmick.
Exactly. Oh yeah, it was great, and no one could believe it. And then she slaps the crap.
She nailed
out of
him.
Miz, and the whole time you could tell that it was one of those things where he was like, "Oh, I can't wait to deliver this line."
Oh, you can see how pumped he was. He was like, "Oh, this is gonna be fucking slick."
Because before he even said it, he was smirking.
Yeah, yeah.
He was. You knew something good was coming.
Oh, so good.
Yeah, and then so that's how that segment ended. Then we came back and we had a video recap of Ryder winning the Battle Royal last week, and we got the news he is injured.
Yeah, he popped his knee out and then back in.
Yeah, and showed a pretty gruesome
photo.
I
didn't think that would require surgery, but apparently that's what happened to Finn with his shoulder. So
yeah, I guess
it does.
There was a torn ligament or something. in his knee.
I have no clue how that stuff works, but
did you see he's going to be out for like anywhere? I guess the one day they told him.
I didn't get a timeline. No.
The one day when it happened, they said 4 to 6 months, and then the next day they said 6 to 9 months.
God damn, that sucks. He had a good year.
He's going to
miss Mania.
But
that sucks.
You think he's going to get a big pop when he comes back?
Oh yeah, hell yeah.
I want him to team with Hawkins when he comes back.
Oh, the heel maybe.
I want him to come back and like they're not gonna,
brothers, yeah.
Yeah, they're not going to make Mojo Rawley and Hawkins fight for 9 months.
Oh yeah, Mojo's going to die.
Yeah,
for 9. He can't survive 9 months.
No, he can't. Oh man. So anyway, they announced that next week we're now going to have a fatal 4-way elimination match,
which is always I love those matches, but I'm not happy with it.
Yeah,
We're not happy with this match at all.
So the Usos are back. I guess Jay's no longer injured.
Were they even in the Battle Royal thing?
No, they weren't.
Because Jay. Well, okay, they were injured. Fine, good enough.
Yeah, Jay had a low-key injury, I guess. And it's the Usos versus Rhino and Slater. Fair enough. They're the former champs.
Yeah.
Versus American Alpha, which, no offense to American Alpha,
but they did not look good in that Battle Royal.
Exactly. They're a great team, but they haven't been booked right since that initial tag tournament.
They're a great team, but on paper, on SmackDown, they're not the best team yet.
Yeah, which I mean, neither is the team that we want to be in this match.
Yeah, I guess so.
But he looked great last week.
Yeah.
Yes, and of course the last team is going to be the Wyatts.
So that's cool. But where is the Ascension?
Where is the Ascension?
Where are the runners up from the Battle Royal?
Connor looked great.
He looked like NXT Connor.
Yeah.
Like actual Connor.
Yeah.
It was so good.
He cleared house last week and he came down and he almost won the whole match.
Yeah, I thought he was going to win because like there's no way they're going to do the hype road, which they went with, obviously.
Yep.
But yeah,
look at that mistake.
Were the most dominant force by far in the Battle Royal, and then they were just brushed aside again.
So I was thinking about this when I saw that they weren't in the match.
Yeah.
How, and especially with his whole, now that the Wyatts are the...
Yeah. Oh.
How likely is it that the Ascension helps the Wyatts get the win?
I'm gonna say not very. I don't know. I'd love it. I want them to have the straps.
So do I. But like Wyatt's already doing Freebird, so
they would have 5.
They would technically be champs.
Oh, you're right.
Yeah.
Darn, I didn't think of that.
It's probably unlikely, but I would like it. I want the Wyatt family to be huge.
I wouldn't mind seeing Connor and Victor change their characters a bit too.
Yeah,
like they've been doing the different face paint, which I love. But I wouldn't mind them actually, like, no pain, like, the Wyatt Hillbilly stuff.
Yeah.
That'd be kind of interesting.
Like, I don't necessarily want the Wyatt family to be NWO level.
Oh, yeah, but maybe 5, 6
I want
there.
I want them to have a Wyatt family member in 205 Live. I want them to have a Wyatt family member in NXT.
Women's division.
In Raw, the women's division.
Yeah.
Which I don't think...
You could even throw one in the UK tournament. That'd be so cool.
Exactly. I want this family to be a cult. Like,
yeah, a worldwide.
Here's the... Okay, speaking of the women's division with the Wyatt family, can we... Everyone, please get over the whole "Who is Sister Abigail" thing.
Yeah, I don't think they're. Yeah, if they're gonna do it, you're not gonna see it coming.
They established when Bray first debuted, she's dead.
Yeah,
and I get WWE forgets things like this all the time and they sweep it under the rug. But like even in the video games today, if you play as Bray Wyatt, they say his finishing move's named after his late sister Abigail.
Yeah, and then like if they're gonna debut, or like they're not gonna like build it up. I don't think they'll just do it. I think.
Yeah, exactly.
So like, there's no point in stressing over it.
I personally never want to see the on-screen character Sister Abigail.
No, they shouldn't. Everyone's it. It'd be like if they showed Taker's parents.
Exactly.
We
Exactly.
don't need to see that.
Exactly.
Or if they, like took Kane's mask off.
Oh no.
We didn't. Whatever. He got around it.
Yeah. So he became corporate Kane. So that's
he's still employed.
That's true. Still employed.
Making money.
That's true. And then we got into
the Divas segment.
The
women's.
Oh God!
Triggered. I'm dead.
They're not divas anymore. We got into the women's segment with Natalya.
Yes.
And she comes out to the ring, full guns a-blazing. And at the beginning when she's walking out, all you hear is, "And you waste them."
Yeah, and you waste them, or waste them, or something. Yeah.
From the Baron Corbin segment earlier. That's what it was. It's when he was talking to Dolph, and he says, "You waste your opportunities."
Well, he does really sound like he's just talking.
Yeah.
I thought it was some guy in the back who got caught up.
Yeah, so that was heard really quickly.
Yeah, no, funny.
Nothing was shown on the video or anything. It was
just a
just
nice
the
little
sound.
watch.
Yeah.
It's a nice little backstage
and it's muted quickly. So, Kevin Dunn. Let's just we'll fix that.
We're gonna point some fingers at you, Big Kev.
Tisk, tisk. Then we went to commercial break as Natalya made her entrance.
Yeah.
When we came back, though, before getting into the rest of that segment, the John Cena return videos this week.
It was amazing.
Did you see those?
With the trumpets and stuff?
How much did that feel like Rocky?
It was amazing.
Those were great.
I want to it was better than some films released this year. It was amazing.
I thought those were great, and I'm not a huge Cena fan.
Yeah.
You're a big Cena fan.
I'm a big Cena guy.
But I was pumped when I saw
it makes
those.
John Cena look like a legend. Like it looks like Sting's coming, or Stone Cold's coming back. Like, they make him look that epic.
Which is weird because he didn't have a big send off. He just kind of
he just stopped.
Yeah,
after
he just
lost
disappeared for a bit.
Triple Threat, I think.
He's been doing his stuff, but he's coming back, and those video packages made me pumped.
Oh yeah,
they showed it like 3 times, and every single time it gave you that like Rocky training feel.
Yeah. It's such a cool. I like how they're hyping it up. But there better be something really cool when it comes back.
Yeah, I want.
He's probably just gonna come back. I'm gonna win the Rumble.
That is probably what's gonna happen. But then I feel like next week we have a strong chance of Undertaker being there.
Oh yeah, because it's Wild Card Smackdown.
Yeah.
Or, whatever it's called.
And I don't necessarily know if they're going to have their standoff on SmackDown, even though it'd be great for ratings. But,
you want that for the Rumble, probably.
Yeah.
Even in the match, if you want.
Yeah, that's.
But then I don't know if you want to have, because if you do that, you probably have to have them both hit each other out type thing.
Mm-hmm.
But that's 100% going to happen with Goldberg and Lesnar.
Yeah,
so you can't have twice.
I think. So here's fantasy booking.
Oh yeah.
Coming from Nick Ballard here. Say we get AJ Styles versus Undertaker WrestleMania, or not WrestleMania, Royal Rumble.
Okay.
Cena gets eliminated from the Royal Rumble.
Oh, I see where you're going with this.
What if John Cena comes out, costs Taker the match against Styles, and then the next week on SmackDown he basically says, "No, if I couldn't beat AJ Styles, I'm not letting someone who's here once a year beat AJ Styles."
And then they fight up,
and that's how the feud gets started. And then John Cena can basically say, "I know I'm better than the Undertaker, so I'm not giving him the opportunity to beat AJ Styles." And then, that could lead into a triple threat at WrestleMania.
Oh, that would work perfectly for Taker.
Because then those two could do most of the work.
Yeah, and he needs to look strong.
Yeah, I think that's a great way to do it. So we came back from the sweet John Cena segment to Nikki Bella coming out, talking to Natalya, and Nikki's quickly followed by Carmella.
Yeah,
which still. Love her theme song. Don't know why.
I don't. I don't like the song, but I can't get it out of my head.
Yeah, exactly.
So, I guess it works.
So, Carmella comes out, says, "Don't mind me. I'm just here to see how Natalya tries to weasel her way out of this."
Yeah.
And bunch of back and forth. Carmella starts saying how Natalya said all this horrible stuff about the Bellas, how they didn't earn a spot in the company, and yada yada yada.
Yeah.
And the whole time, Natalya's not refusing anything.
Yeah, she's just looking at like, I told you that in confidence.
Yeah, yeah.
It was so stupid.
Here's the thing: do you notice that the promo skills between face Natalya and heel Natalya is like total opposites?
Oh, 100%, yeah.
Total opposites. She's clearly better as a heel.
Oh, yeah. I think everyone is, but...
Yeah, so she chases out Carmella and then stands at the top of the ramp and looks at Nikki and just says, "Well, guess the cat's out of the bag. I did it. Yeah. You bitch."
She really emphasized it.
So much. It was like one of those moments where she realized, okay, I get to say something that like...
Yeah, that you normally don't say, yeah.
Yeah, so she took full advantage of that. She said it a couple times, actually. And, yeah, that was really weird. This segment got kind of strange. It was like the Miz section where...
yeah, she was shooting.
Yeah, it just felt like people were breaking kayfabe here. Just going...
She calls her a bitch twice, and then she mentions how John Cena's never going to put a ring on it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And also says how, like, the Bellas were let go from WWE... Yeah. And then they were brought back because people felt bad that they couldn't make a career for themselves.
Yeah.
Which, I mean, that's what I used to think too. But,
yeah.
You know, Natalya, I think Natalya's one of those people who genuinely takes a lot of, like, personal attack for not being the women's champion.
Oh, I know. I think you can see she thinks she deserves it.
Yeah, like, not even the character. Like...
No, like the actual human being. Like, yeah.
Yeah. So, I don't know how often you watch Total Divas or anything like that, but the first season of Total Divas, when they made her be the one who trains with Eva Marie, the whole time she was telling the backstage production crew, like, okay, if I do this, I better get a Divas Championship match. And, like, all the time. And it was like, Natalya, you need to stop that.
Yeah.
And,
if you're good enough, you'll get it.
And I don't know if you watched Talking Smack this week, but afterwards, when Renee Young and... oh my god, Talking Smack was hilarious because Rhino was dressed up as Santa Claus.
Oh, it was Rhino?
It was Rhino, and he was being
I just saw pictures. I heard it being super inappropriate.
Super inappropriate.
Oh, it's amazing.
The whole time. But anyway, Natalya's talking to Brian and Renee Young, and basically the whole time just keeps repeating herself. She says, "Do you know who I am? Do you know who I am? I'm a heart. I'm a heart. I'm a heart. Do you know who?" But then she says, "Do you know who my uncle is? My uncle's Bret Hart."
I hate that so much.
Yeah.
Like, your father's respectable.
And the whole time I'm like, okay, mention Jim.
Talk about Jim.
And she's like, that's who I'm related to. It's Bret Hart. I'm a heart. And I'm like, oh my god. And she probably says I'm a heart about 9-10 times.
Yeah.
And then I was waiting for Brian to chime in and be like, wait, Natalya, are you saying that you're a heart?
I love Brian on Talking Smack. He's the best part of the show.
Yeah, he is.
Because you can see he knows. He can't be fired.
Yeah, like he knows what weight he carries in that company.
Yeah.
And it feels like he almost pushes buttons to get fired.
Oh, yeah.
But... So, yeah, we had that huge segment. So, it turns out, yes...
It was...
Natalya came out. Natalya was the one who attacked Nikki.
Yeah. How did you get attacked and not know who did it? That happens so much in pro wrestling.
Yep.
It's the dumbest.
When we were at Survivor Series in Toronto, it seemed fairly obvious to begin with. Like, this whole thing
was, because she's like, well, I guess I'll go out there.
Yeah, and she was the only one around Nikki when she was found.
Yep.
And it's in Canada.
Yep.
Nikki was the one who beat her to get into the match. Like, I'm pretty sure everyone saw this coming.
Yeah, it was so obvious. But then for a while they teased it was going to be Charlotte, but they didn't go with that way.
Yep.
It would have been a lot better.
That would have been great.
Yeah.
And we had the backstage segment with Daniel Bryan and Alexa Bliss, where Bliss walks in still limping on her bad leg, and Bryan says that he talked to the trainers. She's not injured, and immediately she just stands up straight.
Yeah, that was good. I love that.
She's no longer trying to.
No
fake
longer
the pain.
injured. Yeah.
Really funny, and says that she has competition tonight to fight. And if she refuses, he's stripping
the belt, yeah.
Which, obviously, I don't want. I love Alexa Bliss.
She's very good on SmackDown.
Yeah.
She's doing very well.
I would put a ring on that. So, yeah. So, it turns out she's got a match later tonight against a mystery opponent, which we'll get to.
Oh, we'll get to that. Yeah, that was something.
What was next?
We had Ambrose versus Harper, I believe. Yeah,
Dean Ambrose versus Luke Harper.
Or Joe Wyatt.
And
what I loved. people are finally cheering Ambrose again.
Yep.
Because he's got away from AJ Styles, the world title, Ellsworth.
James Ellsworth.
Stuff.
Yeah.
He's a tumor. He just ruins things.
You don't like Ellsworth
I don't at all.
I think he's a good comedy guy, but they didn't use him how I wanted it.
Yeah, it'd be like if in his prime, well, that was actually... I was going to say if Santino was near the world title. Like, one time it was actually it kind of worked really well.
Yeah. The problem with Ellsworth is I think he should have been Dean's security.
Like Jericho.
It would have been so funny.
That would have been amazing.
Just to be the guy who always gets beaten up.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. But yeah, so it was Ambrose versus Harper.
And this match wasn't bad.
I mean, it was nothing new for the two, though.
Yeah, it wasn't great, wasn't bad, but again, Luke Harper with an amazing powerbomb. Like, that powerbomb...
his sit-outs are fantastic.
It
should be his finish.
Yeah.
Because his clothesline, it's okay. It's just, like, it's kind of slow.
Like, his powerbombs make Batista's look like
nothing. They do.
Nothing.
Because he whips him down.
Yeah.
I love that. But yeah, for the match, it was kind of nothing special. There was the part where Dean jumped out and landed on Orton and Wyatt.
Yeah, and then he does like a cartoonish looking at both sides to see.
God,
he's
he
like,
did, yeah.
He's like, oh my god, where's Harper? He wasn't here.
Yeah,
and then Harper's in the ring. But I mean, those Wyatts, man, they teleport. That's what happens. And then
he runs in and then he just rolls up Harper for the win.
Yeah, I was gonna say
like that.
It was really quick ending, and he just got him with the roll up.
Yeah,
and then immediately.
On the 3 count, basically.
Yeah, as soon as that bell rings, Orton's already on top of Ambrose.
Yeah, Bray and Wyatt were right in there.
Yeah, which was great.
They just laid him out.
Yeah.
There was no what ifs.
And that's what I like to see about the Wyatts. I like
they're booking them strong, finally.
Yeah, I like them to be like a pack of dogs that just wrecks people.
Yeah, because back in the day, guaranteed Ambrose would have took one of them out.
Yeah.
But now, no, they took him out. No what if.
Exactly. Here's another thing about the Wyatt family and how I want them to grow. People always compare sanity in NXT to the Wyatt family. So, what if... And I'm sorry I'm doing so much fantasy booking on this episode.
We'll do a series later.
Yeah, what if the Wyatts somehow were in cahoots with sanity?
Or they're in charge of it or something.
Basically said, like, okay, you guys, you're part of the family.
You do NXT, we got main roster.
And... which eventually leads to an Eric Young Bray Wyatt feud. When they get to the main roster, I think that'd be good because those two guys can go. It's
something to watch, yeah.
Plus, they're both such like that crazy character, which I mean is good for Eric Young. That's better than his old stuff in TNA.
Oh, I forgot. And then so they come in, they do the Sister Abigail throw into the RKO. They follow the Butler 12 and they leave. And then old Mike Mizanin makes his way down, just puts AJ straight down with the full Nelson slam, then walks away.
Dean. He puts down Dean. He said AJ.
Whoa. Fantasy booking.
No, but...
we give Michael Cole all this shit. I'm like, no, it's difficult.
That's true.
A lot of names.
But
he came out, still got your finale on Ambrose.
Which I like, because I thought for sure, like, okay, Dean's going to get the upper hand and still somehow give him
no, they're doing it pretty... Because Dean is one of those guys, kind of like Jericho, where you can book him pretty weak and he can just snap right back.
Yeah.
So it's completely okay.
It's true. He's a workhorse. So, and Miz comes out, lays him out flat, and then that's how that segment ended. And then we come back to another women's match.
Yeah, we have Bliss fighting her mystery opponent.
Who was La Luchadora.
Who JBL, and now I came in late to this match, so I kind of freaked out, because he said she was the granddaughter of Neil Mascatus. And I was like, that's amazing.
Yeah.
Why are we not freaking out right now?
Miss Mascaris is what he called her. Yeah. And,
but so for a second, I honestly did not know what was happening, and I was losing my mind.
Yeah. And so, when this happened, I was like, okay, I'm pretty sure this is Becky Lynch.
Yeah.
Like, that's usually what they're going to do.
They always do that.
Yeah. And then they started wrestling, and I was like, this person doesn't wrestle like Becky Lynch.
I was super impressed by that. Because obviously, there was a part where I'm kind of pissed. She says, what did she say? Ole, or something stupid. Yeah. But it was like, Ole! Like, it's so Scottish. I was like, Irish.
Exactly.
So I was like, wow, you couldn't just keep your mouth shut?
That's the one part.
Which, whatever, it happens.
Her wrestling, even her walk was different, which was
her
great.
mannerisms it was different. It was a different wrestler.
It was a totally different person.
It was amazing.
Then, as soon as, like...
She opened her mouth, you can't hide the accent.
Exactly. Alexa Bliss had her, like, neck on the rope or something like that, and you could hear her, like, saying, oh, ow, and stuff, but it was in that raspy Irish tone that...
Yeah, those parts where she just yelled words at her to the ring when she would, when she pinned her, and she was, like, that close.
Yeah.
Like, that close.
Yeah.
Oh, it's you.
You have a sweet Irish accent.
Thanks, man. I'm Scottish.
I'm Irish.
You're Irish.
That's funny. But, so then the match ends with La Luchadora getting Alexa Bliss
the
disarmer.
And she taps out to that.
So if that wasn't a big enough hint, we had the whole "it was me, Austin" reveal moment.
She pulled the mask off.
Yeah, she pulls the mask off, and it's Becky Lynch. Big surprise.
So she'll get a rematch, which whatever.
Yeah.
They work well enough together.
Which, again, I want to quickly comment on how great Alexa Bliss is, because her expression when she's sitting in the ropes was like, oh my god, you tricked me.
Yeah.
It was so good. Oh, I love that woman.
Yeah. Then we cut backstage. We had I don't know his name. The small Mark Wahlberg guy.
Ryan Felipe.
Felipe, okay.
Yeah, or it might be Ryan Phillip. I don't know.
Felipe sounds better.
But he's
walking around. He's looking for Randy Orton.
Yeah, he's looking for Orton. Mojo Rawley comes up.
Yeah.
Mojo Rawley says, "No, brother, you don't want him. You don't want him.
He's different, bro.
Yeah, he's crazy now, man." And I hate Mojo Rawley.
I hate Mojo Rawley as well, but I really liked his backstage thing there.
Yeah.
When he's doing the entourage Mark Wahlberg thing, it works for his character.
That's true. Although I don't like that he calls people Playboy.
That's weird.
That's so weird.
I didn't mind it in that promo, but basically with Mojo, when he's not hyped, he's okay.
Yeah, that's true.
Sometimes he gets hyped, and he just stays hyped, and he's terrible.
And then one of who I think is one of the best things on SmackDown right now, Kurt Hawkins shows up. Just literally leans up.
Discs, Vsauce comes up from nothing.
Yeah, exactly. Starts cracking sweet puns.
He's gold.
I love him because he's just ridiculous. And he makes a joke. I can't remember what it was. Something about I'll see you in the ring with cruel intentions. And he says it to Mojo Rawley.
Oh, yeah.
But which is funny because the only thing I know Ryan Felipe from is Cruel Intentions.
Yes, I didn't say
which is a sweet movie. But yeah, that's the only thing besides this new Shooter show, which I have not seen. It's not really a show that interests me at all.
No, because I thought when I first heard on online dirt sheets, Randy Orton is on Shooters. I was like, oh my god, like a Shooters table kind of show. Mm-hmm. And they're like, no, like that movie no one remembers. I was like, oh.
Yeah, which was that a Mark Wahlberg?
Yeah, he's a FBI or a Navy SEAL gets framed for murder. He's gonna himself. Or something.
So that's why he made the Funky Bunch joke to Ryan Felipe. Yeah. Okay,
because everyone says, because to be fair, Felipe just looks like small Mark Wahlberg.
That's true, I guess. So that led into the match.
Yeah, set up to match.
Mojo Rawley, Kurt Hawkins, with Ryan on commentary. And if you noticed through this whole thing, JBL cannot say hit series shooter. Yeah. At all. There's a time where he says shit series shooter.
Did you see when he sits down and JBL legitimately marks out? Like, oh, hey, it's Ryan. Oh my god, it's Ryan Phillips. Oh my god. Like, you're actually freaking like, do you actually watch the show?
I know. He got really excited. He was all over the place. He couldn't talk.
It was really weird. And Ranella was the only guy trying to call the action.
Yep, again.
Trying so hard.
Yeah, there was times where he was interrupting him and being like, JBL,
look, quick, look. Like, oh, pinfall. And like they'd be like, oh yeah, I guess so.
Oh, pinfall. Mauro Ranallo. So good. This match, nothing special. Mojo Rawley gets the win.
Yeah. Well, that new finish. He did the running, I don't know. He puts him in the corner, hits the ropes like Ryder does for the Broski, but then he runs them, punches him in the face. Yeah. And I think it looks pretty good.
Yeah, I think it's just a straight right that he does.
Yeah, kind of like Big Show, but with like some
hype
behind it. Oh my god, that's what it is.
But other than that, the only thing he really did in this match was the pounce. He did the pounce.
Yeah. Then they kind of just did a bunch of nothing, like some locks, some rest holds, whatever.
Yeah. Which I don't know if this feud's gonna last a while.
I hope not. But that's too. No offense, to both guys. They're both too low in the card for me to care about.
Yeah, but Mojo Rawley's already got the win, so it can't go anywhere.
Oh yeah, the phase one clean. Yeah.
Yeah, like clean as a whistle.
Yeah. Made him look pretty good though.
It did.
So I wouldn't mind seeing him just throw him in the IC title picture for a bit. But don't waste it. Like, have them just beat him up there, and then he goes away for 8 months, I guess.
I want a thing where Mojo every week is auditioning to get a temporary tag partner. That'd be funny.
That would work.
And no one can stand how hyped he is.
Yeah, they can't get on the level of hype.
Yeah. And like, what if that leads into
Can you guys comment on how not hyped they are?
Yeah, or like even a feud with Slater and him, or not a feud, partnership with Slater and him.
Oh, I'd watch that.
I'm assuming Slater and Rhino are splitting soon.
Yeah, it's weird. I thought they split.
Yeah,
and then they didn't, and then they almost did again, and now they're teaming up next week.
Yeah, I assume this is going to be the final, or at the Rumble. I think one.
Oh, maybe the Rumble. He'll Rhino will eliminate Slater probably.
Yeah,
that's fine.
After this, we had the James Ellsworth interview backstage.
Oh yeah, all I wrote was, "Oh look, Ellsworth is legit dead." Because he had a neck brace, one arm in a sling, one in a cast, and both feet in the moon boots. Yeah.
And he had an ice pack on his shoulder.
Yeah, he could barely hold. And then whenever the girl who called him James Ellis, when she was interviewing him, she's like, James, how do you feel? He was just like, ow, 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 ow. And
which
he couldn't speak.
I like. The whole time he's just grunting and saying ow.
Yeah.
And then Carmella walks up.
Carmella, yeah.
Which was super weird.
It was really weird.
And I have no idea where this is going at all.
But same thing, SmackDown Live, I have to see where that goes.
Yes.
Like, I'm so hooked for next week.
Yeah. Carmella comes out, basically says, are you crazy? Can't you see this man's hurt?
Yeah, come here, baby, let's get patched up or whatever.
Yeah, she says, come on, I'll take care of you, you poor baby. And I'm like, oh, Ellsworth, getting it done.
Yeah, but like, if we're doing all this like backstage stuff, big cats with a big man.
That's a good point.
It's very public knowledge. He sang our theme song, though they're together.
Hey, I mean, if Enzo's a face doing it, why can't James Ellsworth be a face doing it? And then we had our main event after that. It was the Dolph versus Corbin. And immediately AJ comes out and joins commentary. Yes. Which was really weird with AJ's commentary, because in this he was saying like he's better than both of them.
Oh, it is weird what they did though, with Corbin.
Throughout the match...
I don't know how I felt about that. Well,
throughout the match, as Corbin's gaining more momentum and showing how he can stand toe-to-toe, AJ starts cheering for Ziggler to win.
Yeah.
And he starts saying, like... Mauro Ranallo keeps saying, like, oh, are you afraid to
him
fight
and, new Todd Grisham. Tom Phillips.
Tom Phillips
kept being like, whoa, it seems like you don't want to fight Corbin there.
Yeah, and they start saying... he's like,
oh, no, it was Otunga, because he's a piece of shit.
Yeah, we don't like Otunga.
No one. I hope no one does.
So they're saying that you look to be afraid of Corbin, and he says, "Well, no, Dolph just earned the match."
Yeah, they would put on a better match. He's more athletic.
Yeah,
but I like how they were low key. Like, oh, I don't want to fight Corbin.
Yeah, it makes Corbin look.
It
real
did.
strong.
It looked so good. It kind of didn't hurt AJ. He's a heel. He's a heel, so he can be cowardly.
Plus, the one thing they did with this is every single time they said, like, oh, look at how strong Corbin is, AJ would be like, yeah, but he's not that fast of a guy. And then immediately, Corbin does that outside the ring.
That sweet clothesline thing. I love that move,
And then JBL's like, well, he looked pretty fast there.
He the commentary, yeah. It was beautiful.
I loved it. And there's times where Corbin is looking at AJ, just screaming at him in the ring. Corbin looked great.
Is just doing so, like, as much as I always for some reason compare him and Cruz. They were kind of together in NXT, and Corbin went up and... But, like, Corbin is doing so well.
Yeah, I really... Those two guys I want to see so much success for in WWE.
Yeah, I want them to be the new Batista, Cena Orton, whatever.
Yeah, it would be so good. Like, so I think I like Baron Corbin because he fills my void for Kane.
Oh, he's a cool big guy, yeah.
Kane has always been my number one favorite wrestler since he debuted. And he's not on TV as much, but Baron Corbin's now that big, kind of... Not gothic, but metal. He's the metal guy.
He's a spooky guy, kind of, yeah.
Yeah, so he comes in, and he's pretty much like kind of the new Kane.
Yeah, that's fair. He's the modern Kane.
Yeah, and I love it. I'm so excited to see where he goes with this. So this match ended in a double countout.
Yeah.
Which most of the match had Baron...
Yeah, there's that one point where he won the whole match, I'd say. Yeah. But that one point where he hit the clothesline of the Millennium.
Oh, yes.
It was the best clothesline I've seen that I can remember seeing.
Like, literally the term turned inside out was with this clothesline.
Because even JBL was like, well, that was pretty good.
Yeah.
Like, it was better than any of JBL's clotheslines.
Yeah, it was a great clothesline. That's the time where I was like, okay, it's over.
He wins, yeah.
Oh, man. Do you know who Jay Bradley is? Jay Bradley. He was a wrestler who was
I know that name, yeah.
He was in WWE briefly, and then he went to TNA. And he was another guy from Chicago, and he had a wicked clothesline for a finishing move, and he called it the boomstick.
Oh,
and
yeah.
This clothesline was better than the boomstick, and it was great. And then they're getting counted out outside the ring, and many times Corbin looks at the ref like, oh, I could walk back in the ring, but I'm just going to beat up Dolph instead.
Which is weird, though, because there's one part where he broke the count earlier in the match. Like, why are you breaking the count? Doesn't matter, whatever.
And then right at the 10, Dolph hits a super kick, and they both fall to the ground.
Yeah.
And then Styles... Oh, before
that, Corbin threw Ziggler right into Styles.
Yeah, exactly.
Commentary.
And then Styles gets up, grabs a steel chair, and just destroys the two.
Yeah, he takes them both out.
Yeah, and chair shot after chair shot after chair shot. And then Bryan comes out and announces that next week it's now going to be a triple threat match. Because, in a title situation when there's a draw, the champion is still
Yeah.
the victor. So in a match where no more contendership is at odds,
I guess you both win, I guess, somehow.
I guess. Daniel Bryan just loves giving
He
people...
just loves making it bigger and better.
Loves it. I'm not complaining, though.
I'm so excited for that match.
I want to see Baron Corbin...
Plus, this way Styles
that
doesn't have to work as hard, so he can take a little bit of a breather and not get hurt.
Yes. Oh, okay, I want to comment on one thing really quick. And it goes back to the Styles and Ellsworth match. You know how when they're showing the belt before the match and it kind of fades in from nothing?
Oh, no. Because I saw that too and I freaked out.
Did you notice it fades in from blue? Yeah.
And it gets darker and darker, and then it turns to the black strap.
Yeah.
And I was freaking out. And if they do that, I'm gone.
We commented on this on our last podcast, but how they're going to turn that belt
They're
blue.
going to turn it blue, and you can't. It didn't look so stupid.
Oh, man. I forgot. I didn't make note of that, but I wanted to bring
remember
that up.
I was freaking out.
Yeah. Oh, what if the first Smackdown in 2017, we come in with a blue belt?
No, guys, come on.
Yeah, leave it black.
Come on, even the Universal title, it's... Oh, god damn it.
Leave it black, and at this point, even change the center plate. I want a new belt.
Even give us a blue underscore on the W, but leave the strap black. You have to leave the strap black.
Yeah, that would be fine. All right, so yeah, that was SmackDown.
Yeah, great, good show. Once again, to me, better than Roadblock. Better than Raw and Roadblock combined.
I agree, and I think it's because they somehow managed to fit a lot of tension into just 2 hours.
Yeah.
So
every match is important. There's no bathroom break from SmackDown.
Exactly.
Which I love.
So then now we got 205 Live, which started off with Lindsay Dorado and Arya Daivari. And again, Daivari looked good in this match.
I liked how they're building him.
Yeah, it was any match with Lindsay Dorado, super entertaining.
He's
one of those guys that he's still doing his stuff that was done in the Cruiserweight division.
Yeah.
In the Cruiserweight Classic.
Yeah.
And it's really cool to see that because it looks like most of the guys have been told to tone down their style, where he's still doing all the high-flying stuff.
He's still looking fantastic.
But Daivari got the win in this match with a frog splash, of all things. And it wasn't the best match the Cruiserweights have put on, but it was good. Daivari looks like he's got a good mix of style between just being all around. Yeah. He can do not the high flying stuff, but he does the frog splash, so it fills that. Yeah. And then Daivari comes out, or Daivari keeps doing an interview after the match, and says that Jack Gallagher is not a gentleman.
Not at all.
He's a scoundrel.
Yeah.
So it looks like we're gonna have that going.
They're gonna continue, which is fine because there wasn't really an ending to the feud. So I'm I don't mind that. I like seeing Gallagher. So
yeah. Do you think? To me, that screams pre-show match.
Oh hell yeah!
Do you think that the Cruiserweights are ever gonna have a Cruiserweight exclusive pay-per-view?
100% eventually.
Yeah.
Look at NXT. It started out so small.
That's
and
true.
It had to grow.
That's true.
So maybe once they get a larger, a deeper roster, add some tag titles, add a TV title, mid-card.
Oh, I would like for them to have a tag title. Although the Bollywood Boys are the only team in NXT, so they're winning that. Then we had a backstage segment with Neville and Kendrick.
Yes.
Yeah, where Kendrick basically just says, hey man, can't wait to tag team.
I respect you, boy.
Yeah, and Neville gets right in his face.
Yeah, he's like, there's only one king of the Cruiserweights.
Yeah, and he basically says, I'm not your friend, I'm just a partner.
Yeah, I'm just teaming with you, don't
get used to this. Which, again, I commented on this earlier when we weren't recording. I love that his aggression never stops now.
He is so good as a heel.
He raises his voice even backstage.
Yeah, even in all the little Instagram pictures, you can see he's got his big face on.
Yeah, he's snarling all the time.
Yeah, but he's so good.
Yeah. So that was quick, and he basically just said, we're not friends, we're just partners. Which led into a Tajiri return video package. I'm excited for that. I'm excited to see
that's
Tajiri.
It's gonna be so nice it's gonna be like having someone like how Neville was he's so familiar, so nice to see. So with Tajiri, everybody knows Tajiri.
Yes.
So it'll be so nice to have him on 205 Live.
Yes.
I don't get though, it's like the Invasion. Why didn't they just wait?
Yeah.
Because everyone's fulfilling their contracts. Why not just wait until you can have everyone on the show?
That's true. That is a good point. Because Grand Metalik still got.
We don't have him yet. There's
Akira Tozawa.
He's still. We didn't see, but we're still waiting on him.
Yeah, there's a lot of guys.
Yeah, just wait a bit and get all of them at once.
So I have a topic that I need to talk about in this next match. with Cedric Alexander and Drew Gulak.
Yeah.
First of all, this isn't what I want to talk about. Do you notice Gulak comes out with no coat? No King Arthur coat.
No pads, just his wings.
Yeah, just his boots and his tights. But it's weird that he got rid of that coat because that's his whole thing.
It was a cool coat.
This match had a good spot with I think it was Cedric Alexander. Oh yeah, Gulak went to suplex Cedric, and Cedric reverses it and goes to suplex him backwards.
That was crazy. Yeah, on the outside.
Yeah, and they basically just catapult each other over the top rope.
Yeah.
It looked like it could be super dangerous, but it was good. And
I've never seen it before, so it was really interesting, yeah.
And when that happens, Mauro Ranallo says, Mamma Mia.
Oh, hell yeah.
And Austin Aries, and I'm dying at this point, Austin Aries quickly chimes in and says, I see your Mamma Mia, Ranallo, and I raise you a Mamma Mambo.
I just love he's keeping it.
It's so freaking stupid.
It's the best thing.
Oh, I love that. So, at that, they're outside the ring. Gulak pushes Cedric into Fox. Yeah. Because Alicia Fox was with Cedric at ringside. And then our boy, Noam Dar, shows up.
Hell yeah.
Yeah. Noam, and he comes out with such a shit-eating grin.
He does. He was like, oh, look what happened.
Yeah. He's even popping his collar.
Yeah. He was looking fresh, yeah.
So funny. He's popping his collar and smirking as he walks up. And Cedric gets thrown back into the ring, I believe, with Gulak. Thank you. And the whole time...
I hated,
Yeah, he turns around and he sees Noam Dar basically checking on Alicia Fox.
Yeah. Well, no, because Dar actually grabbed her, like, when he walked to the back.
Yeah.
Which is super, because Alicia Fox didn't. She wasn't like, oh no. She was awake, like, yeah, fuck it, I'm going to the back.
Yeah.
But then Cedric looked back to the ring and then just beat Gulak.
Yeah, he just wins.
I was so mad. Can Gulak not get a roll-up?
Yeah, well, that's the thing. I think Gulak, he tries to get a roll-up, doesn't he? And then
they roll through, yeah.
Yeah, and then he hits him with the lumbar check.
Yeah. Oh, it was a huge one. It looked really good.
Yeah, it had such bounce to it.
He looked pretty pissed off. Like, why, you could have just had Gulak run out Dragon Sleeper. Done.
Yeah. So Cedric wins, and then it doesn't celebrate, just runs directly to the back.
And that super weird thing of Gulak.
This is the thing I want to talk about. Gulak, after the match, is being interviewed, and they say, how do you feel about your loss? And he basically says, can you believe this happened? Women don't belong on 205 Live.
Yeah, he said 205 Live is not the place for women.
Yeah, he says this is a man's world.
Yes, he did. This is the man's world or place, whatever.
Yeah, and he says women don't belong on 205 Live. And he's clearly talking about Alicia Fox.
Yeah.
One, I feel like the internet being the internet, there's going to be tons
he killed himself. He did.
Yeah, there's going to be a ton of people in an uproar, especially after the whole Give Divas a Chance movement.
Yeah. Give women a chance.
Thank you. And I thought about this. How cool would it be to introduce women into the cruiserweight division?
Yeah.
But have women feuding with men.
Oh, like Lucha
Underground does.
Yeah, like Lucha.
Lucha Underground had Sexy Star be
the world champion.
First ever women's world champion.
And she was pretty good.
I want
there. For 2 weeks.
Because of this whole thing with Gulak, I want it to snowball to the point where we have a female be.
Even have Asuka come up and beat him.
Anything.
Yeah.
I want her in a mask. I don't know why. I've just always wanted a female luchador.
Oh, yeah, same. Look how well it worked in Lucha Underground.
Exactly. I've always wanted a female luchador in WWE.
Yeah.
Don't know why.
Well, we almost had it.
Yeah, we almost had it on SmackDown. But I want there to be a female cruiserweight champion, and not like women's division.
Well,
I want her to hold that purple belt.
Let me tell you something. There was.
Really? Oh,
Jacqueline beat Chavo Guerrero.
That's right.
I know what you mean though. Like in the rest, because that was all comedy.
Yeah, I want there to be a current
legitimate
champion,
an IC champion like China.
Yeah, exactly.
Where she actually won the title.
Yeah, and I want it to be something that's built to.
Yeah, you could really hype that up.
I think it'd be cool.
Yeah.
Then we had a Jack Gallagher vignette. Just look at me. I have a different style. I do what I do.
Yeah.
Basically, because he wasn't on the show this week.
Which is weird. Where was he?
I don't know. Then we had a backstage segment where Cedric caught up with Noam Dar and Alicia Fox. Yeah, he basically just says, sorry, are you okay? I won the match. And Noam Dar sitting there the whole time yeah, I'm going to steal your girl. And he basically makes Cedric look like a punk. Because Cedric says, okay, I've got it from here. You can leave. And then he says, yeah, I'll leave. And then he puts his hand on Alicia Fox's leg and says, Alicia, if you ever need me, I'm here for you. And he smiles at Cedric and walks away. And Cedric, okay, if someone said that to me, I would lose it in front of my girlfriend.
My girlfriend, that'd be,
I would get right in his face, but Not Cedric Alexander, not old Seti Bear.
Christ.
So
and then it was the
main event.
Yeah.
Which was Neville and Kendrick versus Rich Swann and TJP.
Yep.
And I was happy because Rich Swann, being the champion, got the final entrance.
Yes, which was I thought it was going to go to Neville or Perkins, but they stuck to their guns. Thank God.
Yeah, thank God. It really, really bothers me when that doesn't happen. Oh, that was the thing I want to comment on SmackDown quickly. AJ Styles came out first. Why is James Ellsworth coming out after AJ Styles?
True. I think it's just no, you're right. Maybe it was to set the tone for the show because that's how SmackDown opened.
Yeah.
But everyone knows Ellsworth's theme, and we know what it means when it hits on that day. So what?
Yeah.
Yeah.
That was weird.
That was very weird.
So this match, this tag team match, was easily the best match Cruiserweights have put on.
Oh, it was amazing. It was a pay-per-view quality match.
Exactly. This is the match where I saw it and I was like, okay, I want there to be Cruiserweight pay-per-view.
Yeah.
Tons of great spots in this match. Mm-hmm. And what was it? There was a flatliner to
I wrote
Swann
that
from
Kendrick, and it was amazing.
Yeah, he sells it like RVD when he gets RKO.
That's why it looked so good, yeah.
It
looked so good.
Kendrick hit Swann with the flatliner, and Swann lands right on top of his forehead.
Yeah, like he was.
It was crazy.
Oh, it was so good.
Like, I thought he was injured. Neville in this whole thing, too, looks super strong.
It started with Neville, and he just destroyed... Swann. His Swann first. He just destroyed Swann. Mm-hmm. Swann tagged. He just destroyed Perkins like nothing. Then I think Kendrick... I don't know how Kendrick got in the ring. I think he blind tagged him.
I think so, too.
Because Neville did not need help.
Yeah, it was... It's true. Neville could have won this match easily on his own.
Yeah.
But, getting to that, Neville does win the match. He hits... Was it Swann with the red arrow at the end?
I remember.
It was either Swann or it had to be Swann or TJP.
I'm pretty sure it was TJP.
Okay, so he hits TJP, we'll say, with the red arrow. But...
Neville is so good. He's so talented. He made the red arrow look heel.
Yeah, and...
Somehow there's more of a twist, there's more anger to it.
It looked like it
hurt more.
It whipped. It was real fast this time.
He splashed off it a lot better, too.
Yeah.
Like already in the frog splash.
Yeah, exactly. I'm pumped for this. I like Swann.
Yeah,
you really like Swann. Yeah,
I love Swann. He's been in the Indies. He's in Crawl, and he's earned the belt. But you can't deny Neville right now. I'm sorry, Swann. Get it back later.
Just that, go with it while it's still hot.
Exactly. Then I think Neville just hold it for an insane amount of time.
Yeah,
because right now there's not much. There's not no prestige, but there's not much.
And the thing that I can see happen, especially with someone like Neville, is. Say we had Neville hold the Cruiserweight title. You could have him contend for...
Oh my god, that'd be so cool.
Like the United States title on Raw.
That would just boost the prestige of the Cruiserweight title.
Yeah, he doesn't necessarily need to have both belts.
Yeah, maybe, you could, but you didn't have to win, but just be a serious contender. Like an actual threat.
It would make that belt look more legit.
Yeah.
Unlike when we had... on SmackDown when Nunzio was Cruiserweight champion and he fought Batista as world champion and it was
just a joke, yeah. And they were like, champion versus champion.
Yeah.
Oh, that was terrible.
That was bad. So yeah, 205 Live ends off with a great tag match this week.
Neville and Kendrick getting the win.
Yeah. Which I'm excited to see where this goes.
Because on paper, he's we're saying he's like a mini Cruiserweight Brock Lesnar.
Yeah,
you can't touch him.
He's the Braun Strowman of the Cruiserweight division.
Because the best thing they ever did was push him out of the ring. Or a dropkick, I think.
Yeah.
That was the most offense they got against Neville, which was... so it's nice when they actually book someone properly.
Yeah.
It's so rare. I get it's difficult, but it's so nice to see.
Yeah, exactly. So we'll move into NXT.
Yeah.
NXT starts off this week with a match that really no one, I don't think, cared about. I don't know how many...
Oh, no, yeah, I saw this one.
I don't know how many Billie Kay fans are out there, or Daria Baronato fans there are out there. I'm not a fan of either.
No, I don't mind Billie Kay. She's nothing special, but good enough.
I love Peyton Royce. Peyton Royce is the one I want to see.
But yeah, with Daria, you can't... Brock Lesnar is an anomaly, so whatever.
Yes.
But a pro wrestler's gimmick cannot be you're a UFC, you're an Ultimate Fighter.
Yeah.
Or you're an MMA fighter.
Yeah.
That defeats the purpose, kinda?
Which, they commented on this during the match, and I don't remember her being on Tough Enough, but they said she was on Tough Enough, and the reason was because she was a former MMA fighter. I've never
it's weird, but I just said you can't do it, but I'm thinking, Shamrock did it perfectly.
Well, Shamrock was in UFC.
Lesnar did it perfectly, but for some reason, the way she's doing it, she's trying to like shoot too much in the ring, and it's like you can't. You have to do it like Lesnar and Shamrock, where they incorporate. They're pro wrestlers first.
Yeah.
Shooter second.
Yeah.
And she's trying to shoot too much, and it looks weird.
Exactly, and she always shadow boxes in the ring.
Oh, I hate that.
Yeah, it's
really
really
the part where she hits a suplex, and I'm like, whoa, what did she just do? But that's not an MMA move.
Yeah,
so
exactly.
It's jarring.
And there was a point where she tries to be like Lesnar, almost, I feel, and she takes the gloves off and stares, but like really slowly.
And she does that like running like double leg takedown thing.
Yeah,
it was all she did was like a terrible spear.
She punches Billie Kay in the corner, which were weird because to see them be just straight jabs.
They were because I guess she was just lightly decking her.
Yeah,
because even the commentary team was like, "Oh, she's just punching her."
Yeah. Anyway, Billie Kay wins this match because she's getting the most push.
Yeah.
Besides Asuka.
Well, they need someone to fight Asuka now.
Exactly.
Mickie James is apparently going to SmackDown.
Yeah, Peyton helps her by throwing Daria into the ring apron, throws her back into the ring, and then Billie Kay finishes the match.
Oh yeah, she did a big boot.
Yes, yeah, that Charlotte-like boot.
It was very Charlotte-like, yeah. And she pins her off that, which does not make her look strong at all.
Yeah,
and it makes Billie look strong.
Yeah,
but Daria looked terrible.
Then we had Authors of Pain versus two jobbers.
Oh, you wrote their names down.
Yeah.
Wow.
The Authors of Pain fought these two guys who didn't even get an entrance.
Talent, yeah.
Local talent. Maybe there's someone from the Performance Center. What were their names here? John Ortegon. That was the one guy.
Anthony Bowens.
Yeah, Anthony Bowens. Anthony Bowens got messed up in this match.
He got hurt for sure, yeah. There was some sloppy work for the Authors of Pain.
Super quick match. I'm pretty sure Anthony Bowens was the only one in the ring the whole time.
Yeah, it was just a Spotfest.
Yeah, it was. They did. Little cheap plug there. Anthony Bowens got all the double teams done to him.
Yeah.
And there was a time where John Ortegon goes to leave, and he turns around, and I think it's Akam is standing there, and he can't leave, so he runs into the ring, and Razor quickly runs up and hits him with the splash in the corner, which sets up their double powerbomb spot.
Yeah, normally they each go for your powerbomb, corner to corner, run toward each other, smash you back to back, then they turn separate directions and drop you.
Yes.
But this time, they got to spice it up. So, they dropped one guy first. So he's lying in the ring.
Yeah,
and
it was Bowens. Bowens was down first.
Yes, and then they went to drop
Ortegon
on top of him, like kind of like a splash, but they dropped him right on the other guy's head.
Yeah, and you see Anthony turn his head and look at the ref, and it looks bad. And the Authors of Pain, obviously in the heat of the moment, don't realize what's going on.
You can't tell always.
Pick him back up, and they go to hit their leg sweep clothesline, but the ref gets in the way.
Yeah, he legit actually stopped, like an actual ref stoppage, and then that was the match.
Yeah, and it wasn't like one of those things where he just quickly jumps in. It was as soon as he started running, he says no, stop.
He jumped in there and was like, actually stop. He actually hurt.
And they put him down, and as they're celebrating when the match gets called off, the Authors of Pain win because it got stopped. They didn't really have the cameras focused on him, but you see EMT slide into the ring.
Yeah, you could see,
so something bad
irregular
happened.
actions. Yeah, something was definitely wrong.
Authors of Pain, though, stiff.
They are
fighters.
stiff. They're like two little Vaders.
Yeah, they are super stiff in the ring. I like them.
No, they're gonna go far.
But they got to tone down some of that. They got to learn how to.
Maybe just control it a bit, don't hurt anybody.
Because I think this is the third match they've had now where they've hurt other talent.
Yeah, that's not good. There's no up to that. They need to just calm down.
Yeah.
They have Paul Ellering though. He knows stuff.
Yeah. Paul Ellering gets in the match or into the ring and says that the Authors of Pain are the next tag team champions, and they don't care if they got to go through the Revival or DIY. Is it a triple threat match in San Antonio? Is that confirmed?
I don't know, but I think it has to be.
Yeah, I think honestly the Authors of Pain.
It has to be just as Authors of Pain can't. So DIY could retain it, but Authors of Pain can be undefeated.
That's
true. That's true. I have no idea.
That's a good point. I didn't even think about that.
Or even still, you could have DIY not take the pin at least, which would help.
Yeah,
but
because after San Antonio, either the Revival or DIY, whatever.
I think the Revival is going to go up. But that's going to ruin them.
I think
they can't go up.
They
won't work on the main roster. I don't think they're too NXT, which is it's not a bad thing.
You think so? I think that
their style is so NXT. Like I don't know.
I think that they are the thing that Raw needs for the tag team division.
Oh wait, look at the Vaudevillains.
It's true, but I mean, look. This week we had the Club team up with the Shining Stars on Raw.
Oh, you're right. We need someone else.
More teams.
We need more heel teams.
The other team on SmackDown is the Golden Truth, or on Raw is the Golden Truth.
Yeah.
Raw needs more tag teams.
You're right.
So I'm thinking that that's where the Revival's headed. And hopefully they don't pull an American Alpha and they just
don't know how to book them.
Yeah.
Like they're the best or the worst.
I want them in strong. I want them to go straight for that tag team gold on Cesaro and Sheamus.
Yeah.
Sorry,
maybe even give it to them.
That tag team silver.
Yes, that red and silver.
Anyway, we went into an Asuka interview backstage where she responds to what Peyton and Billy said earlier, because Billy and Peyton said that Asuka is no competition for them, and if they want to get into the ring with her, they would basically destroy her. Asuka basically says that they need to be careful what they wish for, because they're no competition.
Which is weird that it looks like they're going to build that. Like, that'll be the match for San Antonio. I'm like, I thought we were building Ember Moon.
Yeah.
I guess we're going to keep building her, which is fine.
Yeah.
But, like, she's the only one I want to see fight Asuka now. Anyone else we know is going to lose.
Yeah.
There's zero interest.
At least this thing with Asuka and Billy is, if Billy wins, it's because there was clearly help from Peyton.
It'll be a dusty finish. There'll be some shenanigans for sure.
Yeah.
Same time, like, is that how you want to end Asuka's? It'll be a year then, undefeated streak.
Yeah,
well, roughly a year.
I think honestly she should just move up and drop the belt.
Yeah.
And then they have a tournament for the belt.
Yeah,
that's what they should
have
do.
Have her move up and vacate it.
And then Nikki Cross is in the background.
Yeah.
Asuka looks over.
I saw that. That was weird.
Yeah, sees Nikki Cross, and Nikki Cross is just kind of swinging on the railing and looking at her, smiling.
Yeah.
And then she walks away, and Asuka starts smiling.
Yeah.
And it was the same smile she had when she was going to fight Mickie James.
Yep. And,
like, Nikki Cross is a good wrestler, but in her current gimmick, she's too, like, when Dean Ambrose gets wily in the ring.
Yeah, like, that's not your women's champion.
Yeah, she just flails.
There's no chance, yeah.
So, that match doesn't interest me at all.
No, it was just whatever.
Then we had our Fatal
4-Way main event. That was lit. That was good.
That was a good main event.
Bobby Roode, Ty Dillinger, Roderick Strong, and then
Andrade Cien
Almas. Thank you.
No, I will never. That guy's got too many names.
Yeah, I'm gonna call him Cien.
No,
or Almas.
Yeah, it should just be Andrade Almas, Cien Almas.
I honestly thought, what's the Cien 100?
Yeah.
Yeah. I remember Lita butchered that.
Yeah.
I'll never forget that. Yeah.
This match was good.
But I also loved it. It was Fatal 4-Way elimination. How they all... Well, I understand why they're not all that way, but I love it when they are.
Those matches are great. I want to comment on another thing quickly that I just found out. This reminded me because of NXT. Remember how the other day you said they're pushing that shark cage match because of the toy set? Yeah, that's been apparently confirmed.
I saw that. It's been confirmed because the sales went up to go Toronto, and now they're down. So they're assuming this will send them to the moon.
Yeah. That's so funny.
First off, that's stupid. Like, second off, why not do it at Roadblock before Christmas?
Yeah.
When you sell toys?
Yeah, seriously.
Plus, Roadblock, it's whatever. No offense. No, I don't care. It's Roadblock, end of the line. No one cares.
It's true.
But the Royal Rumble is one of the big... It's the big two. Like, it's a Royal Rumble. You can't... They are, but...
Yeah. No. Yeah, so I just want to comment on that quickly.
No, but it's stupid, yeah.
Anyway, this match went on for a while before there was an elimination.
It was basically the whole show, yeah.
Yeah. It was really really good, and... At the beginning, Bobby Roode ducks out of the ring.
Yeah, I love
and
that.
Says, "You guys all
such a good
fight."
heel.
And then turns around, gets beat up by Ty and Roderick Strong outside the ring.
Yeah.
Andrade Almas is way better as a heel.
He is
way better.
Well, because that's what he used to be in Mexico. He was their top heel pretty much. And then they turned him face because it's WWE always face.
I loved his thing where he was going to go do his knees in the corner.
Where he runs his double knee, kind of like a Bronco Buster almost.
Yeah, but instead he just runs up and slaps Roderick Strong
in the face. Yeah, he runs up, screams, slaps him right in the face.
So funny.
It was so good.
There was one good spot in this where they had a big tower of doom.
Oh, the huge tower of doom. It was a superplex, electric chair, powerbomb in that order. It was crazy.
It was really good. And then it looks like Andrade is gonna get a pinfall.
Then he hits the actual double knees on Ty.
Yeah. And then he turns around and immediately Roderick Strong hits him with that kick.
Sick kick, they call it.
Was it the slick kick?
Oh, I think it's a sick kick, but I said, slick kick.
Okay.
Which is, no. Actually, no. It's the same. Everyone does that move now.
I don't like that move.
Galloway, Kenta, everyone.
Neville does that move after his kick combo.
Yeah, Neville does it as his comeback moment thing.
Yeah, exactly. So
it's not a finisher.
No, give Roderick Strong a new move.
Yeah, it's whatever. Anything to the finisher, but it's not. It doesn't look good.
Yeah. Shortly after that, Ty Dillinger gets.
Andreas he didn't last long after that.
Yeah, Ty Dillinger gets Roderick Strong up on his shoulders and he hits him with the
Oh yeah,
tiebreaker.
Roderick. Sorry, he was eliminated very quickly after taking a CN.
Which I want Ty Dillinger to have a new finisher. Too.
Yeah, well, you said it earlier. It's a huge problem. That's the world champion's signature move.
Yeah, AJ Styles does that to set up the Styles Clash.
Yeah, it'd be like if John Cena did the Kinshasa Attitude or whatever move.
Yeah.
All of a sudden, it didn't look so good for Nakamura.
Exactly. It's like there's a million people that do frog splashes now, but what if Ty Dillinger did a frog splash and it was called the 10-star frog splash?
Oh,
you know,
man, he should feud with RVD.
Yeah,
and start it there and do like how Rollins kept the pedigree.
Yeah,
they should do that.
You should do the 10-star frog splash.
I don't like Daivari frog splash. It's just so whatever. You don't care. And then Owens is good, but Seth doesn't need it.
That's the thing. Seth does it. Owens does it. Daivari does it. I believe it's Murphy from Blake and Murphy does it.
They did the suplex and that.
So. There's a lot of people who do the frog splash.
Yeah, Owens, everyone.
But it would be the perfect 10-star frog splash.
It would be. Do the 10-star frog splash.
Yeah, and then it was just Ty and Rude, which was good because because they
got to go again like in Toronto because they worked so well together.
Yeah, and Rude ends up getting the win in this match.
What I like though is he kicked out of Ty's finisher.
I think twice. Like, I'm pretty sure there was 2 times.
I know for a fact he did it once, yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, no, I think he did it once and they went for it again, but he got out of it.
Okay.
And then he hit the DDT.
Okay, yeah. He hits that glorious DDT.
Yeah. But I like that they made him look strong going into this fight with Nakamura.
Yeah.
Because, we know how good Nakamura is, so you need Root to look stronger than he looks right now. And they did that.
Exactly. And how excited are you for that main event? I think
that's going to be, because it's the 2 hottest guys.
Yeah, exactly.
Because assuming Joe's gone now.
He's going to be in the Rumble.
Yeah, so it's our 2 hottest guys now.
Yeah, Nakamura and Bobby Roode is like such a big man because it was like the biggest guy in TNA when Styles left.
And the biggest, one of the most charismatic guy in Japan.
Yeah, that's going to be great.
Yeah, both companies arguably most popular athlete.
And because I know a lot of you are waiting for us to say it, it's going to be glorious.
Oh yeah.
So the only thing is I can't see Nakamura dropping the belt.
No way.
Especially off of a DDT.
Well, if anything, I honestly think Rude's going to go up before Nakamura.
Yeah.
If he doesn't get that belt, he'll be up there by then. Like the day after Mania, it's going to be Bobby Roode, not Shinsuke.
I think so too. I would totally agree.
Plus, other than Ty Dillinger, who's not ready, no offense to the man, but who else is there for faces?
Yeah.
In NXT, there's no one.
It's true.
They're building Roderick Strong, but he's not even close to there yet.
No, he's not. Yeah, I want to see him.
He could be a good, sweet NXT champion.
Yeah, he could. He would, and I could see him holding it for a really long time.
He's perfect for NXT right now.
But Bobby Roode, I think is eventually. I don't even know if he's going to hold that belt, but he's going to end up getting drafted up to Raw.
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah, off the DDT though, I don't see it happening.
No, not Nakamura. You got to put him down. I
don't know if. Do you remember his finisher when he was in TNA? He did.
I remember a couple of them.
He did. Yeah, well, he did the crossface and the armbar, but he did.
He had one
the attitude
on the shoulders.
Adjustment.
Yeah.
And he would flip him like the attitude adjustment, but hold onto his head and drop down into a neck breaker.
Yes.
And it looked
that was a good move.
Wicked, yeah. And
only thing though, it's the same thing of apparently the thing of Tyler Rex, where it looks too much like the attitude adjustment.
That's what I was gonna get at. But now, like Cena's barely here. Just
yes,
let him do that move.
Cena's he's kind of like Shawn Michaels, where he's chilled out a lot.
Yeah.
I don't think he cares anymore.
Exactly. So, if he was doing that move, I could see it, but I don't see it happening off the DDT.
Not true.
And again, no Nakamura this week, which is weird. I want to see.
The champion. Like, even just have him on commentary.
Yeah.
Well, I guess you can't really speak that well yet.
Yeah, but have him come out and do a head nod.
Or just come out with point at Rude, drop a yow.
Yeah, exactly. But I'm excited to see Bobby.
Yeah, Rude wins, stands tall, and that was NXT.
Yeah, exactly. So overall, this week, pretty good. Started out rough with.
It did. Roadblock and Raw were just so kaput.
Yeah. And
Roadblock, it wasn't that bad. It had the tag team match and it had the women's match.
Yeah.
Raw had nothing.
Yeah.
All it had was they debuted new titles.
Yeah.
But then SmackDown was the best thing ever. I would have paid to watch that.
Yeah, I think so too. I think SmackDown was definitely...
It was the A show again, easily.
Yeah. And
then 205 NXT, but it's kind of more the same. NXT, the main event was fantastic for both shows, actually.
Yes.
But at the same time, for both shows, all I really cared about was the main event.
Yeah, that's true.
I don't remember really much anything else.
Yeah, I didn't care much for the Billie Kay match or anything like that.
Yeah, the Fari versus,
But again, 2 matches for the main events this week where on 205 Live and SmackDown NXT.
Yeah, well, they're pay-per-view quality matches.
Yeah, so that's good. That's putting on good stuff.
Yeah.
Raw and SmackDown really need to get into the motion of doing the same thing.
Yeah, but I think every main event should be at least a pay-per-view opening match. You should be good enough.
Yeah, you should have that moment which The Miz and Apollo Crews had.
Yeah, where you forget everything else.
Exactly. It should have that moment where you're like, oh my god.
Kind of like when you thought
kind of on
back
your
in the day when you're like, oh, the streak's going to end. Where you're like, I know it's not, but wait, it is.
Yeah, exactly.
Because, I thought Apollo was going to win, but I'm like, Miz is in a feud with someone else. Like, there's no way.
Yep, it's true.
But they suspended my disbelief. It worked. Raw did not do.
Yeah. So, that's our week in wrestling this week.
Pretty good week.
Yeah.
There's been a lot worse weeks.
Yeah, that's true. I quickly want to say, for any of you listening, I'm sure you've already gotten a hold of this through our Facebook page. But for those of you who don't know, who come across it, we have a Facebook page that's pretty new. So please ignore that.
We've launched that.
Yeah. It's Spotfest Pro Wrestling Podcast. I'm pretty sure if you just go to Facebook and slash Spotfest Wrestling.
Just search, it'll show up.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure if you go to Facebook slash Podfest or Spotfest Wrestling, it should be the first thing that pops up.
Okay, that's going to come handy in the future, because when, right now, we'll let you know we're working on the video, so that you'll know it's going to come out soon. And when we post it, you'll have an update when we're posting it.
Exactly. You'll be able to find a link directly through Facebook. Yeah. You can comment on anything, give us ideas for future videos there. It's just a good way to bring the wrestling community and the followers.
Yeah, it's a good way to get us to you, you to us.
Exactly.
Super easy.
So please check that out. Soon we will be launching a Twitter account so that we can live tweet during...
Oh, yeah. We'll do that. We'll throw up an Instagram account, because why not at that point?
Yep. So there'll be tons of ways to get into contact with us and good ways. Yeah,
we're only getting bigger. We're also working on our video set type area. So we're going to have actual short,
Yes.
Yeah, we'll have videos coming out soon of actual... You can see our gorgeous faces.
Our great smiles.
Great. Yeah, Canadian faces.
So, yeah, we're eventually going to have a set, no longer just audio. So that's good. Hopefully that's in the weeks to come.
Yeah.
So please stay tuned to all that. And please, if you like this video, feel free to subscribe, like that, hit
Smash that like button.
Smash the like button. And please leave a comment.
Yeah, let us know what you want to see more of, less of, or what you're... if you want to see something next time, let us know.
Yeah, and I mean, if you guys have any suggestions for these videos, feel free to say it in the comment section. If you guys say, oh, these are too long, you should break them down, you guys really need to work on script better, anything like that, we'll take your criticism, probably ignore
Just
it.
Keep it constructive, though.
Yeah.
Your sensitive voice.
Yeah. So, yeah. And I guess that wraps up today's podcast.
That's today. That's the week.
All right, cool. So we will see you guys next time.
Catch you on the flip.
All right.
Have a Merry Christmas, everyone.
Yes.
Just have a great holiday season to everybody.
Yep. And this has been Nick Baller.
This is Justin Dinning.
And we will see you next time.